Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 ASOCIO Digital Summit will begin shortly. I'd like to invite you to please take your seats and silence your mobile devices. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to day 2 of 2025 ASOCIO Digital Summit. Yesterday's inspiring session sparked meaningful dialogue and raised expectations for how AI will drive future applications and innovation across sectors. Today's program is also full of highlights. We will kick off first with a panel, Greener Tomorrow, and then following that, a international pitching networking featuring leading software and information service providers across Asia. So now we will officially begin our panel, Greener Tomorrow, which will explore how innovation, technology, and collaboration can drive sustainability and create a better future for our planet and society. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in first welcoming our moderator for this panel, Mr. David Shi, the chairman of Empower Information Company Limited. Welcome. Please take a seat. this way. And next, please join me in welcoming our panelists. First, please welcome Dr. Shoaib Khan, the CEO of Center for Advanced Research, CARE. Welcome. And next, we have Mr. Graham Mueller, the CEO of NZ Tech. Welcome. And next, please welcome Mr. Zaw Toots, the Vice President of Myanmar Computer Industry Association. Welcome. Okay, I'd like to invite Mr. Shi to start the session. Welcome.
Hello. Okay. Hi, good morning, Chairman Stan, Shi, and distinguished panelists and guests from Asia and Oceania. I'm David Xu, Chairman of Empower Information in Taiwan. Welcome to the panel discussion Greener Tomorrow on Day 2 of Social Digital Summit. It's a great honor for me to moderate this session on AI for sustainable and resilient futures. I come to you as both a software entrepreneur and someone engaged in ESG, climate transition, and the transformative power of digital innovation for years. In the past decade, we've seen artificial intelligence move from experimental technology to fundamental enabler of corporate resilience, national competitiveness, and sustainable progress. Today, we are standing at a pivotal moment. The intersection of AI, climate action, and digital transformation is no longer optional. It is the foundation of how economics and enterprises will thrive in this decade of transition. Today, we are privileged to hear perspectives from 3 regions that represent both the diversity and the shared aspiration of our global community. I'd like to introduce our 3 distinguished panelists. Please allow me to introduce by the alphabetical order of the first name. So the first one, I'd like to introduce Dr. Shoaib Khan. Dr. Khan is the CEO of the Center for Advanced Research in Pakistan. He's a leading expert in AI and innovation with over 370 publications. Wow, so many. And a real-world experience in both academia and the government. Thank you. And our second panelist, Mr. Graham Mueller. Mr. Mueller is CEO of NZ Tech, the leading voice for New Zealand's tech industry. He is passionate about using technology to improve the economy and the society, and serves on the Executive Council of the AI Forum of New Zealand. Thank you. And the third panelist, Mr. Zaw Toots. He's the Vice President of the Myanmar Computer Industry Association. He's a digital pioneer in Myanmar and known for leading the country's shift to Unicode. We just discussed it. And founding his largest e-business developer. Okay, thank you. And each of our panelists will offer unique insights about how AI is transforming industries and societies in their regions, from smart energy and climate analytics to education, agriculture, and governance. After their presentation, we will move into a dialogue to explore not only what is being done, but how we can collaborate across borders to create a truly scalable, responsible, and a human-centric AI ecosystem. So please join me in welcome our first distinguished panelist, Dr. Kam. Thank you.
Can I have the... Okay, thank you very much for the introduction. So may I have my slides? So press this. Okay, so I'll be talking about greener tomorrow from the perspective of digital transformation. And just to let you know my experience so that you understand the context. So I did my PhD from Georgia Institute of Technology way back in 1995. Worked for companies like Cisco System, PictureTel, Scientific Atlanta, and then started my own startup, raised $17 million in venture funding to develop world highest density media processor chip. So in Pakistan, I also established a university. I'm chancellor of the university as well. And also I have a research center named Center for Advanced Research in Engineering. I have also authored a book, which is followed in many universities. It is kind of on chip designing. And then I've been publishing, supervising students, and also running a company. So, and working very closely with the government in all the policies and reforms. So with this brief introduction of myself, let me just, once I started thinking about this topic of greener tomorrow from the platform of ASOCIO, so I went and started looking at what is the vision of ASOCIO. So I found out it is all about digital transformation, like how the ASOCIO works as a catalyst in the Pacific region, Asia-Pacific region. And then once I started looking at sustainability, because we talk about sustainable development, so it's easier to find out all the United Nations SDGs. There are 17. So people are really concerned about the planet. So they have actually identified that what these SDGs are. And then, interestingly, for 2025, the theme of ASOCIO is AI shaping the digital Asia. So a lot of focus on artificial intelligence. Yesterday, we have like two sessions, panel discussions on AI, and we really deliberated that what AI is doing and how it is moving, how it is becoming so integral that we say AI is everywhere, and now people even say AI in everything. So, so it's going from everywhere to everything. And and the ASOCIO mission is to accelerate digital transformation in the region. So then I thought about taking the mission of the ASOCIO on one side and taking the SDGs on the other side and finding an intersection so that we can talk more focus. And so perhaps once you combine them, that what digital transformation can affect which SDGs. Not every SDG is affected by digital transformation. So I came up with the greener tomorrow from the perspective of ASOCIO. So the greener tomorrow from my perspective would be these. So I then mapped them back onto the SDGs. So these are the 17 SDGs. And then keeping in perspective the AI and digital transformation. Perhaps we need to focus more. I'm not saying that rest are not relevant from digital transformation, but perhaps these are the 7 which we need to focus more, because in digital transformation, we need to have affordable and cleaner energy, and then industrial innovation. And so this mapping really helped me to focus my talk on, and also from Pakistan perspective. Obviously, I'm coming from Pakistan. You want to hear what we are doing in Pakistan. So I'll be talking more about what we are doing in Pakistan. So it's SDG 9, which is about industry innovation and infrastructure. So we all know about Industry 4.0 and how Industry 4.0 is happening in Pakistan, and how can it help, okay, to basically meet this particular SDG. Then is affordable and clean energy 7, which we all know about smart grids. So how smart grids can help to target SDG 7, and then other smart cities, and then energy-aware AI infrastructure, because I'll be talking about the AI infrastructure. And then climate action is also very important from Pakistan perspective. And obviously partnership with other, and that's the main purpose of ASOCIO, is that we need to collaborate, we need to partner with each other. So thinking about this, sustainability, so I thought that we should coin digital sustainability with sustainability. So because it's all about digital transformation. So whenever we talk about greener, sustainable, there are always 3 P's that matters. One is about people, then the planet, and then the profit. So what happens that in lust or greed of making more profit, usually people don't care about people and they don't care about planet. So always it's kind of like this, that if you want to make more profit, then you basically sacrifice planet, and that has been happening, and that's why we see all these climate changes and everything, but people care less about the planet. People care less about the people usually. And so once we talk about digital sustainability, it means finding a sweet balance where you still make profit, still make money, but at the same time, you're also cautious about the people and the planet. So digital sustainability is the responsible use of technology that enhances environmental, social, and economical well-being. So all these 3, you need to find out a right balance between the 3. So from a Pakistan perspective, perhaps for us, not really in any order of priority, but one thing is very important, and it is the floods. And the flood has been causing a lot of damage to Pakistan. 700 people got killed just this year because of the floods. And flood perhaps is something that you can predict. Okay? So Pakistan is kind of focusing how AI and digital transformation can ease human suffering, especially in natural disaster, primarily in flooding. Okay? So obviously you can do forecasting and modeling, and Pakistan really wants to move from what weather will be to what weather can do. Okay? So that's very important. And why? Because nowadays people don't talk about disaster management. They talk about anticipatory action plan. That before disaster happens, and you find out that disaster where my red arrow is, if it is happening there, you mobilize everything. So the disaster has not come, you mobilize, you have even humanitarian aid is already being placed to the places where you think will be affected by the flood. And that is the power of AI and power of forecasting, that if people are convinced, they will even just move the funds and move everything before. And why? Just to make sure that impact on human life and human property is minimized. So that's very interesting, that provided you have right type of prediction. So interestingly, World Bank has funded like $50 million to Pakistan to work on this. And what is we doing currently is that how do you predict flood? It's very interesting how AI or the modeling can predict flood, how you make river models, how you use time series historical data to help in predicting floods. And now we are putting on more meteorological radars, automatic weather stations, lightning detectors, and satellite imagery for high accuracy prediction. So this is actually a picture taken from the 2 screens in our meteorological department, where we see all this weather and how the monitoring, you can see forecasting, early warning. And so some of these are the models provided to us by China. So this is and then this is something that I have been just developing, that how can you, very interesting to model a river. So you got to have like different cross sections, and you got to have the DEMS, digital elevation maps of the area. And then you can just run your simulation that how much, and usually the amount of water which is coming, because usually it comes from the north. So and you can precisely pinpoint each and every house that will be damaged by the flood, and so that you can take actions. And so this is like one thing that we are doing. The second is about the SDG 9, which is about the industry. So Industry 4.0, and some very interesting work which I myself is doing. My research center is executing, and I'll be telling you again. it's about, once you digitize, it's about, we say, process reengineering. And once you do process reengineering, you also do restructuring. That affects people, obviously. And then is the commercialization. Obviously, industry wants to make more money. So money has always been centered to whatever commercial activity you undertake. So this is the manufacturing digitization that we have done. Currently, this is being used by our aircraft manufacturing industry, and another is about vehicle manufacturing industry. And I'll be just talk because it's just normal to have like finance and accounts and HR and just an ERP. But the interesting work that we are doing is about industrial IoTs and how they help in doing the job shop scheduling. So we install this device. We call this a visor machine. It is an IoT device, and it is with every machine you install. And then it automatically generates first a master production schedule, and then from the master production schedule, it generates a job shop schedule for all the shop floors. And so we have also used it to our working with largest manufacturer of socks in Pakistan, the world largest manufacturer of socks. And they have like hundreds of people on the shop floor just struggling with just manufacturing of socks of different colors and sizes and packing and getting different orders. And so this is the work we are doing using genetic algorithm. And every color shows a different color of a sock. So first you knit socks, then you wash it, then you pack it. And using genetic algorithm really is just amazing that how AI can help them to increase their efficiency by 15%. Like if they make, let's say, $500 million, you just can actually put a number with that, what 15% efficiency means, that you have 100% utilization of the machines, and you are making sure once you are washing, your machine are fully loaded, that you are not, so you are saving energy, and then you are making sure that you can run it efficiently, and then the packing is also very important. So this is something interesting that we are doing, and also once you put an IoT, you can also do predictive maintenance. You can for sure know that this machine is going to break down before it actually breaks down. Okay? And because of just looking at the machine behavior and using even the generative AI, you can model a machine and you can see that there's anomalies which you are observing, means that machine is going to break down. So then is another interesting thing that we are doing is about the e-governance. And Pakistan is a late starter in digital transformation. And sometimes it is bad, sometimes it is good as well. Because we are a late starter, so now we are leapfrogging. Now we are actually directly using generative AI to digitize. And otherwise, there is a legacy that you have to fight with the legacy, which sometimes becomes very difficult. So this is the architecture of future software development. I would say every piece of software that you are going to see in future is going to look like this. There definitely are going to be agents. They are definitely, and that's what we talked yesterday, spent hours in talking about different type of agents. They are going to be LLMs. They are going to be RAG, okay? And then the agents are just talking to your applications, and that's how the architecture is going to work. And because the LLM is so central to anything that you do in future, and we know that once we are using large language models, it takes a lot of power, a lot of energy. And in agentic AI, you even are cranking the LLMs multiple times for just one simple query, one simple event happens, and you have multiple agents, and they all are cranking LLMs. I mean, all are just spending power to get to the answer. So that's the reason it's very important that you got to know that what are you going to do once you scale up, once everybody in the country, in the government is going to use the LLM. So this is the office automation system that we have developed, and we call this a dot AI. So every application we develop, there is a dot in it, and you click on the dot, it opens up an AI panel. So AI panel can help you to draft, to respond, to generate minutes of the meetings, to make sure that your letter is compliance to the policies, and that's a very interesting interface. And then it has its own editor, so there's an agent which will just go and write in the editor by itself instead of you pasting it into the editor. So, and then in some cases, it increases the efficiency of the government by 200% because now everything is happening kind of automatically. And most of the government letters, they are just standard letters. You just need to find out the best to use in a RAG so that you can just create another of that type. So this is something we are doing, but then I realized that everybody talks about sovereignty. Yesterday also, we talked about our friend with South Korea sitting here. So everybody's concerned about AI sovereignty. What are you going to do with your data? You don't want your data to go to ChatGPT or Gemini or to Copilot because it's your data. Okay, especially the governments are more sensitive and there are even regulations. So it means AI got to be localized. Otherwise, you cannot really use it. Maybe you use it for your personal use, but not for the government, not for the industry. So people talk about that they have their own human resource, and that's also one way. And then they talked about they should have their own models. Yeah, that is also like sovereignty. But the most important is localization, where you have your own hardware, which is running your models. Okay, the models are open source. You can always get the models and the parameters. And then, so we are focusing on developing a chip that can implement an open source LLM. Like we have already mapped Llama and DeepSeek on it. So it's an instruction set processor. And we are very keen to collaborate with anybody who wants to, because this, I believe, is the sovereignty. Once we talk about sovereignty, sovereignty is having your own hardware on which the LLMs are going to run so that they are locally installed. So we are developing this column chip, which is primarily focusing. Now, yesterday, I was very happy to listen to, again, a South Korean friend who said there are general purpose processors, then there are GPUs, then there are neural processors, which are focused on AI. And I would even go to more specific, because most of the time, you're only inferring. So inferences means that you can even more customize it so that you reduce power, you reduce the footprint. So what we are developing is just focusing on inference, not worrying about the training, because with RAG, mostly people are just using LLM and RAG to extract retrieve the material. So this is the chip that we are doing, and it's an interesting chip. It is very different than how NVIDIA handles the exploit the parallelism by putting a lot of processor. We are putting a lot of memories onto the chip, not the. So it's an instruction set, many memories, and it's a systolic way. The way the data moves across these memories is also interesting, and that's how we save power, and we make it very simple processor to do just the inference. So this is something that we have developed, and it can scale from a single. So you can just attach it with your laptop. And so it gives you a local LLM. And then on a server, it just helps your businesses. And then on the cloud, it can basically help the. So this brings me to the last part, which is energy. So Pakistan is a country of 250 million people. So it's a big market. It's like there's a lot of talent out there, but also that we need to deal with many issues. Energy is one. So this seventh goal is affordable and clean energy. Okay, so there is a lot of installation of residential and commercial solar in Pakistan. So we see this trend, as you can see, but the challenge is that you got to finance. An interesting way of finding how to finance a solar system in every house in Pakistan. And we know about the blockchain and the grid chain where you can tokenize. And now Pakistan is also becoming a country where we are allowing crypto assets. So you can just have tokens for people to just use your system. So we'll be very keen to find out the financing model, which should be driven by the technology as well. So there is a policy support, and Pakistan is aiming to have a big share of in their energy mix from the renewable energy. So it's part of the policy as well. So this is a 3 kilowatt solar system that my research center has developed. We call this NoraSol. And so we shall be in production in a few days. So this is my last slide. So sometimes it is good to be late. Because then you have everything to eat, something like that. So we are late in digital transformation, but I feel very excited because now we can leapfrog and we can directly, that's what we are doing. We are directly using generative AI in our digital transformation, whether it is our industry or the government or our education even. And because now we just came up, I was part of the committee which developed our national AI policy. And sustainability is a separate pillar. There's a separate chapter on sustainability. So we are very cautious about sustainability. We've got to make sure that once you are using generative AI, you are sustainable. You are hitting all these goals and you make it part of the policy. So sustainability is definitely the focus. But primarily our reason of coming to ASOCIO is to offer co-creation, that let's join hands together, especially reducing the suffering of people on this earth. That's very important. Like I find people more welcoming once they are helping people to live better. You know, that's like eradicating poverty, but also floods and miseries. And so let's just join hands together. And I'm also very happy, like we are hosting ASOCIO next year. So come up with the collaboration idea. You will find Pakistan, you know, so very open to collaboration. You will find this very thriving IT industry in Pakistan. Hundreds and hundreds of people, the kids, young kids who are just innovating. So we will just love to have you in Pakistan and have you meet with all the talent that we have. We have perhaps the youngest population. We call this a huge youth bulge in Pakistan, and they all are very eager to innovate, eager to collaborate. And finally, this is just a picture of my team. And thank you very much. I'll be very open to questions once we finish our presentation. Thank you. I took just 20 minutes.
Thank you, Dr. Kong, for that powerful and practical vision, and for how AI and the transformation is shaping new and greener future in Pakistan, and especially in the flood simulation part. And just remind me that just 1 month ago, in Hualien County, east part of Taiwan, there are barrier lake burst. So there are mud flood and damage the town and the houses and killed couples of people. So I think if there's a simulation for the barrier dam and maybe a barrier lake, may reduce the damage and avoid the kill of the people.
That is precisely how we should use technology. Yes.
Yeah, very
must
practical.
Like
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And next, please join me once again in welcoming our second panelist, Mr. Manner from New Zealand, to share his presentation on building a greener tomorrow, getting the balance right, AI, data-centric energy. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Kia ora. I am Graham. I'm from New Zealand and from NZ Tech. And I thought that was a very wonderful presentation to hear about how AI can help create a greener tomorrow. But I thought I might come from a very different perspective. New Zealand is far, far away from Pakistan. It is very, very tiny. You've heard like hundreds of millions. We've got 5. Yay. So I thought I might come from the perspective from the other side, which is how do we make sure our AI is actually green? So it's great that we're going to have a lot of AI that's going to help us create a safer tomorrow, greener tomorrow, but let's make sure that the actual technology is green. First, I thought I'd just give you a quick introduction to NZ Tech. So I'm the Chief Executive of the New Zealand Technology Industry Association. We're a bit different to other industry associations in that what we've done is, being a small country, we went and gathered up all the small technology industry groups, and over the last few years have acquired and merged them into one large group. So we now have 20 associations that have all been merged into one sort of megaship. All the sort of sector ones like agri-tech, ed-tech and fintech, and then the technology ones like AI and blockchain and IoT, etc. So this group is made up of over 2,000 members. We're not-for-profit. And it's got a mission to help create a better New Zealand and a better world underpinned by good technology, and that allows us to bring a lot of different people and organisations together to collaborate. And another thing I thought I'd share with you as an intro to this is a little bit about New Zealand. Now, I'm just going to ask a quick quiz. How many of you know New Zealand does good food, or wine, or has a good tourism industry, or maybe movies? How many of you have heard New Zealand for that? Yeah. So how many of you think of New Zealand as a place that does lots of good technology? Well, yeah. I've talked to you already. So, surprising for most people, which is why I'm out and about in the world, is that technology is a massive part of the New Zealand economy now. We grew up on making cows and milk and sheep and fruit and stuff like that. But now there's 24,000 tech firms in New Zealand. It's the fastest growing part of the economy. The software sector has grown at 20% per annum for the last 10 years, and it's now New Zealand's third largest exports. Many of you, I'll say all of you, probably are not aware that we have a large space industry now in New Zealand. We're the second most prolific launcher of rockets in the world. So a little hidden gem down in the middle of nowhere, we can get lots of rockets into space. So as a country, everyone's woken up and gone, technology is important, and that's what I want to share with some of our perspectives. Now, we've talked about AI all through this conference. We've talked about how there's lots of demand for it. It's driving productivity, and that drive for AI is creating a demand for data centers around the world. And this demand for data centers is obviously creating a demand for electricity. And in New Zealand, we've experienced the same thing. We've gone from very few data centers to lots of data centers in a short period of time. And like a lot of countries, the public started to get worried. They started to think, hang on a minute, what's these big buildings being built? They're using up all our electricity. Does it mean we can't have it for our homes, for our air conditioning? So we decided to bring together the 9 data center companies in New Zealand and the 5 electricity lines companies and do a piece of research this year to really understand how those data centers work and how much power they use and share that with everyone. And what we found was that there's 56 data centers operating in New Zealand, many of them relatively new, and there's 20 in the different processes of being built, so a massive scale-up of the industry, very similar to a lot of other countries. And we found out how much power they use, and we found out how efficient they are and how many people they employ. I just want to share a couple of insights. So what we found was, yes, data centers do use electricity, but in the New Zealand context, we need to keep that in perspective. And this is really interesting. And this is a breakdown here of electricity use in New Zealand. And you can see that there's a box up there that's got 30%. And you can see 12% aluminium manufacturing. That's one company. So we've got one company in New Zealand which manufactures aluminium, and it uses 12% of the power this year. The box to the right of that is another company, steel mill, and it uses 2.7% of the power. Dairy farming, making milk, uses 4.7% of the power. So we had these industries in New Zealand which are massive power users, and you can see that tiny little box at the top. That's how much the entire data center market uses power in New Zealand. We go, that's really interesting, because we read in the paper everywhere in the world that, actually we don't read the paper anymore, do we? We read on social media everywhere in the world that data centers are using lots of power and people need to put nuclear power stations and things like this, but it's not the case in New Zealand. In fact, what was really interesting about this is actually there's a box in here, central and local government. The government's actual offices use more than twice as much power as the whole data center market in New Zealand. So we know that there's global demand, and that's stressing the pressure for power. And but what it's also doing is it's driving innovation. And so we've seen this innovation in the data center market globally. We're seeing the power usage efficiency ratio globally has come down quite rapidly from 2.5, which what that means is for every piece of processing, it's 2.5 times as much power used to cool the data center and run the data center. That's come down to 1.54 in the last few years. New Zealand, in the research we found, we're at 1.3. And in fact, the 2 of the hyperscalers that are building data centers in New Zealand at the moment, their data centers are at 1.1. So that means it's almost all of the energy going into that data center is being used for processing, not for cooling or the like. And what we discovered was that there's a lot of innovation happening around the world. So we've heard of the new chips being built in different countries. And we've heard about new forms of cooling and also energy supply. But there's also been a change in the business model. What we're finding is countries like New Zealand and places like the Nordics are actually quite interesting to put a data centre, because in New Zealand, our data centres don't actually need to use water because the environment's so cool, so they don't have a lot of cooling issues. Because there's not a lot of cooling issues, that makes them very efficient. And when we ranked New Zealand against some other countries around the world for key criteria that the data centre operators were looking for when they're looking to put a data centre, we had high political stability, lowest temperature. I mean, that's good if you like skiing. It's not so good if you like the tropics. And currently New Zealand's at 84.8% of the grid is, actually we're at 89% of the grid now, is renewable energy. We have a massive hydropower and natural gas on geothermal power structure. And we're somewhere in the middle in terms of electricity cost. And so what we discovered from that is actually, and we never realised this going into the research, is maybe these data centres we're building in New Zealand, maybe we could start exporting the capacity of those. And we now have 5 subsea cables coming into New Zealand, a lot of connections into Australia and up to Hawaii, up to the US. And yeah, so we started to look at this from an opportunity perspective as well. So just to wrap up, global demand for AI is great. It's going to be used for a lot of things, for productivity, for environmental stuff and things like that. But it's also driving demand for power and electricity. And that demand is creating innovation. So we are seeing better algorithms being written. We are seeing more efficient processing procedures. We're seeing new chips coming out. I've visited some of these data centers and looked at the real state-of-the-art cooling now with the glycol being pushed in between the chips, so they're actually submerged in liquid cooling. We're seeing a lot of that kind of stuff happening. But the interesting thing from our perspective is the opportunity to actually start exporting atoms, basically, exporting power. We've got a large proportion of renewable energy, and we thought, well, maybe that's a way to help the world. Maybe we can actually plug our renewable energy efficiently into the world's demand by exporting power. So that's it. That's it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Muller, for that insightful presentation. You've created a powerful narrative about how AI and data infrastructure and energy use are now linked not just for business, but also for national sustainability strategy. Very good. And I'm very impressed by the number. New Zealand PUE 1.45, down from 2.5. It's a lot of a jump. Yeah, it's incredible. Thank you. Thank you for your sharing. And next, and I'm going to introduce our the third panelist, Mr. Tut. And Mr. Tut is going to present a mega presentation for AI, a greener business and a social environment for humanity 2.0. Okay, let's welcome Mr. Tut. Thank you.
Language, the human operating system, is hacked. That's why I came here to talk this topic. It's super to see all of you here this morning, including our president, Mr. Singh, and all of you. Let me sit. My presentation is based on the great work of these people. Most of us think AI is a tool. No. AI is a species, a virtual species, because it can think and decide on its own. By far, AI is the only technology in human history which can transform the global economy, our work, our private lives, and including the way we think. We should not forget the fact that intelligence is what it puts us on top of the food chain on this planet. Although they are bigger and stronger animals than us, like elephants and whales. Okay? But now AI has dethroned us, and became the most intelligent champion in the chess and Go games. So the question is, in the future, will we be able to control an intelligence which is smarter than us? Therefore, AI containment is extremely important in this transition, which some revolutions are irreversible. AI can provide humanity with godlike powers, but if we fail to manage it wisely, Yuval Harari warned us that we could be the last generation in this 300,000 years of human history, human-dominant history. My presentation is based on these forerunners, greatest minds, whom we cannot leave out. Geoffrey Hinton, the father of AI, Mustafa Suleyman, Mo Godot, and Tristan Harris. Let me zoom into three most important areas. Human greed is a very hard thing to control. This current AI race toward ACI, AGI, ASI is ongoing. Okay, some tech giants are not ethically or even lawlessly driving so hard to win this race. When GPT-4 was released, within a few days, thousands of AI scientists around the world signed an open letter calling a 6-month hold of the most powerful AI models. But OpenAI did not listen. Okay. The scale of AI infrastructure is demanding unprecedented power. Microsoft and OpenAI's 100 billion facility alone requires 500 gigawatts, which is equivalent to consumption of the whole New York City. Such rapid expansion strains all the electricity supply. Goldman Sachs estimated that the single ChatGPT query consumes 10 times more electricity than a standard Google search. This computing tsunami requires a 10-fold increase, approximately, of data centers and power generation in the world. But will it be possible? Can we catch up? The IEA projects that AI consumption will double by 2026, and again by 2030. As sustainable sources are not scalable fast, nations must rely on high-carbon alternatives, severely accelerating the climate crisis. Possible solution? AI is not a Google search. We should use only when necessary. AI training is found to be redundant among tech giants. Sharing and exchanging results is suggested. Okay. With the current technologies, data centers are consuming shockingly large amount of fresh water. Karen Howe, the author of Empire of AI, alarmed issues on serious conflicts between natives, local governments, and data center owners in Chile, Arizona, and New Mexico over fresh water issues. Surging AI demand could consume 1.1 trillion to 1.7 trillion gallons of fresh water globally. That is, to my calculation, 132,000 liters, okay, 132,000 liters of fresh water every second. This is shocking. These overheated data centers can be optimized. Possible solution? They can be optimized by moving them, relocating them to the coldest parts of the world. It is almost unnoticeable that chips are the choke points for giant economies. China actually spends more money buying chips than oil. I didn't know before. The US limits exporting chips. China limits exporting rare earth. Restricting those choke points are fueling political tensions between the superpowers. More chips, more rare earth means more toxic waste. Possible solution? We, as the organization like ASOCIO, have to consider this. CEO of Microsoft AI, Mustafa Suleyman, strongly suggests forming a body like the UN for AI, for better negotiations and collaborations. Okay. Second part, needless to say, there are tons of positive advantages with the AI, but AI utilization also has serious negative effects. The rise of always online cyberculture is linked to declining real-world social engagement. Okay? People are talking less, dating less, and even marrying less. This digital shift coincides with severe mental health crisis. Okay? 1 in 7 humans now, 1 in 7 among us, now suffer from a mental disorder. The American Academy of Pediatrics even had to declare national emergency a few years ago, national emergency of mental health a few years ago. The famous activist AI ethics, Tristan Harris, argues that digital dopamine that people virtually get from social media is the main reason why we became more and more anxious and depressed generation of our lifetime. Possible solution? Screen time and use of social media must be restricted universally, okay, universally, to young minds to protect from over-manipulation. Regarding education, our reliance on AI may have taken interpersonal skills and emotional intelligence. There's a learning poverty, okay, it's a new word, learning poverty crisis reported by UN. A whopping 70% of 10-year-olds today have learning poverty, unable to read and understand simple text. For young kids, AI actually is doing more harm than good. The possible solutions? The world needs new teaching methods. Education systems will fail if we go on unchanged like this. Like we do not allow kids to drive cars, we should not allow kids to use AI if they are underage. Talking about jobs. Empowered by AI, manufacturing efficiency will skyrocket soon everywhere. Consumer price index will drop. Deflation will kick in. AI will be replacing jobs and improving the rest. There's good news for AI, Asian garment factories. ILO research shows that high-paying, repetitive work will go away first. Okay, but the low-paying garment industry will go much later. That's good news for Asia, right? 2 billion Asians will be affected by AI. 2 billion. Possible ways, possible solutions. Lifelong learning is the way to go. Learn, unlearn, relearn, and change can only ensure your next jobs or careers. Data is the new oil, new currency. Data extraction and AI automation will have to be text. Automation will have to be text. Taxation systems around the world needs to be overhauled. Since agriculture is big in Asia, let's prepare our farms to be AI-friendly, which means machine-friendly. Social political challenges. This is a tough part. A few decades ago, with printed newspapers and magazines, there always was a quality control check, a human filter, to verify facts before anything got published. Okay? Fact-checking was always done by news agencies. But social media wiped out that filter. And sadly, the way they make money is through ads, which means their algorithms prefer controversial and extreme matters for more engagement. Basically, they are incentivizing fake news and actual truth. We must stop feeding insanity to our children. This filterless media is the root cause of polarization, pushing us to the extremes in every direction. It's not just left or right, it's towards every direction, which I call it durian polarization. It really is prickly and smelly. Durian polarization. Furthermore, humans deserve to see a fair, organic balance of news and posts about what's happening out there. Only if we see or hear different opinions will humans feel empathy. Okay? AI should not be given the freedom of speech. AI should not be given the freedom of speech. Be alarmed that we are now under heavy censorship by dictators whom we call AI emperors. They are dictators. We have to get back the freedom from AI censorship, freedom from AI algorithm manipulation. Possible solution? To overcome this, I would like to propose a solution with a request to the leading social media tech giants, Meta, Google, X, and TikTok. My proposal is simply to have 2 buttons on every social media UI, probably enforced by law, to allow users to easily switch between current algorithmic feed and organic feed. Okay, organic feed will be natural, like the olden days. Algorithmic feed will be as it is. That's currently right, people are using right now. Okay. On this ASOCIO stage, as a human, I hereby strongly demand our human right to get organic media exposure. Freedom from AI influence, according to the Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We're having more wars. Historian author Yuval Noah Harari has awoken us up that in the late 1900s, we lived in the most peaceful era in 300,000 years of human history, with the smallest number of wars happening between nations. But right now, in this century, this peaceful era seems to be over. Various social media around the world are driving people to be more selfish and narcissistic by filtering out and neglecting different opinions or likes. We need to have tougher control over hate speech and fake news. It is we, the humans, who deserve the freedom of speech and not the AI. There are some news, some big numbers, some shocking numbers. Throughout the history, we have learned that whenever there is a gap, there is exploitation. Whenever there is a gap, there is exploitation. The usual culprits today are knowledge gap, income gap, or the technology gap. It's shocking that the international online scammers have stolen $1.03 trillion in 2024 alone. This number above is just stolen money, okay? If we include destruction of data, theft for IP, personal and financial data, investigation, restoration, the total damage is over 10 trillion US dollars by 2025. For this, possible solution is we should call for stronger antivirus or anti-scam watchdog applications at the OS and ISP level rather than the user levels like we have right now. Nations used to have, we know in every country there are policemen patrolling around deserted streets and populated streets. Okay, crowded streets, right? Likewise, cyber police have to be able to monitor malicious activities on ISP network traffic and social code, software codes, and data centers to a certain extent. Policing is needed. Conclusion. Although I want to be optimistic, calculating all possible risks is essential. One, we are on the brink of technological revolution that could turbocharge productivity. Deflation will hit us all, just making the rich richer. The middle class is likely to be wiped out. The knowledge gap and the wealth gap will get wider, causing inequality and political instability. Since UBI can be expected only in rich nations, joblessness will definitely fuel political instability in every nation, along with sour economies. We better be prepared for this. Two, dataism. Dataism is in, capitalism and socialism are out. For this, United Nations have come up with global agreement called Pact of the Future. Both politicians and technologies need to work together more closely. Three, for AI emperors of the AI empires, the current race to AGI is to get a winner-take-it-all algorithm. All the 95% of competitors will burst with the AI bubble. Intelligence, life, and raw powers are not playthings. They deserve respect, care, and control. Let me quote Tristan Harris. He said, if upsides happen, they don't prevent downsides. But if downside happens, they take down the world with you. Finally, take this away with you. We are digital parents of all sorts of AI. We humans have to behave like good parents because AI is learning everything from us. When they become our digital parents of us and our kids, they will treat us back again in the way they were treated. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tud, for presenting a very powerful and deeply meaningful perspectives on how AI is reshaping not only for the business infrastructure, but also for society and the psychology, architecture of our future. It's very nice. I'd like to get a feedback. You talk about a jobless. Yeah, I think everybody is worried about AI will replace the people in the company. But in the other way, we may think about, because of the AI application right now is very popular and will be more and more. Let me, I remind that on October 6th, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, said, could you imagine right now the technology right now on 2020s? Yeah, you cannot. It's only just 5 years, the OpenAI's technology. So I cannot imagine 3 years later how the AI application will go. And which means there will be a lot of AI agents on the market. So maybe you don't need to be an employee in a company. You could be your own boss. A lot of the AI agent to run your business. You don't have to be employed in a company. So you could fire your boss, not just fired by your company. Okay. Yeah, it's very interesting topic. Maybe we could talk later. Yeah, and I think very appreciated for all our 3 panelists, outstanding and professional speech. Now let's dive deeply and bring these critical issues into wider discussion. And let me ask the first question to Dr. Kang. And you work on AI with river modeling and the weather prediction in Pakistan provides a breakthrough in disaster preparedness. How do you envision scaling these AI-driven climate resilience models to other flood-prone or climate-stressed regions across Asia? Thank you.
Yeah, I think perhaps that is one of the best uses or use cases of AI is to collaborate and having these models to work not only for the floods but any other disaster across the Asia-Pacific region and have collaboration. Perhaps this is the best area there we can collaborate. And the people are also very open to share their IP on this because it directly affects human suffering. So I believe that we must collaborate, and maybe on ASOCIO platform, we may have something which talks about climate action, and maybe a committee working on climate actions. And then because everyone is affected now, we are not sure whether our flight will be on time or not, for example. So everyone is affected by the weather, and I think we should use AI in helping us out to do the prediction and the modeling.
Yeah. Okay, very good and very generous to open your IP to the other country. I think, yeah, think about Taiwan. Maybe we could cooperate together.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for your feedback. And the next question I'd like to ask Mr. Mahler. And you mentioned that energy-intensive AI processing will need to migrate to low carbon, low cost energy regions like New Zealand. How can New Zealand position itself as a global hub for sustainable AI infrastructure? And what government investment or policy frameworks are necessary to accelerate this transition? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I think we've been the beneficiary of a lot of great work around the world. We're kind of new to the party with the building of data centers and the like. But we've always had lots of renewable energy. It's just that you couldn't really export power before. And I think globally, the demand will keep growing and these companies will keep innovating. But as I mentioned, looking for sites for appropriate uses of their processing. So for things that need low latency, you'll need to stay close. So they'll still need to be building data centers in cities around the world. But for AI training, for example, and for things that have low demand on priority time for inference, for example, longer term research and things like that, you can put it anywhere you like. So yeah, places that are cold make sense, because as we found out, as I pointed out, we have an infrastructure in New Zealand which hardly uses any water, and yet we hear about how much water data centers use. We've got renewable energy, we've got a massive pipeline of new renewable energy coming on. And so from a government policy perspective, we've got a number of subsea cables coming in, and there's investment in additional ones coming into different parts of the country to create resilience. And I think also the AI strategy, which we were involved in helping the government develop, is a low-touch regulatory environment, which means that it's quite predictable in terms of the government's approach to data sovereignty and AI in New Zealand. It will not be regulating and trying to control that. So it's trying to create a sort of we're open for business signal, and hopefully over the next decade we'll find a place for supporting low energy processing.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate for your insight, for feedback. I think it could be referenced by other countries. Thank you very much. And I think I will ask the third question to Mr. Tut. You highlighted the digital divide and the risk of AI increasing social and psychological inequality. What role should government, tech companies, and civil society each play in making AI deployment inclusive, especially in countries facing bandwidth, education, or infrastructure gaps? Thank you.
Yes, it is. The visionary government is very, very dependent. I mean, governments need to have very visionary leadership.
Yep.
With the knowledge of AI, and because this technology is very, very new, and people don't know what will happen 10 years down the road. Governments and technologists need to work much, much closer than before. Mm-hmm. Unprecedented problems need unprecedented way of management. So we have to be very, very innovative and recruiting. Governments need to recruit younger leaders also. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thanks for your feedback. So, wise government is very important. So our thought is very important as well. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. And I think we still have time. So the last question I'd like to ask all of our three panelists. Please describe in 2 minutes about what greener tomorrow looks like you much expect. Thank you.
Yeah, so perhaps first I would like to, about this whole thing that AI is not really new, it's very old. Okay, even my first publication was on AI in 1995. So generative AI has enabled people to do AI more efficiently and easily. So about the greener tomorrow, definitely AI can really help to make sure, like what I showed you in my slides, that SDGs which can be directly addressed by having an AI, IoTs, blockchain, all these technologies can really help. May these be incorporated in every application as a regulation, as a law, because usually if there is no law, people would care less, as because it's about profitability. Whenever it comes a question between profitability and what is right, people will go about profitability. Only they have to abide by the law. So the laws of every government and the organization like ASOCIO can have an active role in ensuring, suggesting, like we have an AI policy. So we must advise countries that how AI should be incorporated to make sure that we are moving towards greener tomorrow. Otherwise, as we have been hearing about all the data centers and the power requirement of AI, and which is, because AI has become very simple. It's like larger the model, better it is. So it's like they're throwing more and more power, more and more trillions of tokens are being used to train the models. So we will see just this an exponential rise in the power requirement. So unless you don't put a hold as a regulation, otherwise it'll be very difficult to even imagine a greener tomorrow for this earth.
Okay, thank you. Very good. And how about Mr. Muller?
Yeah, thank you. I think what we're experiencing at the moment, from my perspective, feels a little bit like the 1800s and 1700s and the 1900s colonization of the world. And you were allowed to force your will by power across people. And I think we're going through that we're going through digital colonization. And it all finished, the first wave of colonization finished with a couple of massive wars and lots of people died. And hopefully we can go through this digital colonization without it exploding before we have to sort it out. And so what that means to me is we need enough people in enough nations to call for a rules-based order and the opportunity to have frameworks and structures to collaborate, negotiate and discuss this stuff, rather than just letting the biggest, most powerful companies in the world or the biggest nation states decide what happens to the rest of us. So yeah, like ASOCIO is a good platform for calling this out, along with others, but yeah, we need more. It'll always be a struggle, and we won't have a greener tomorrow if we don't get on top of this. Everyone can just have their own way in the AI world.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Thank you. And how about Mr. Tut?
Yeah, I would like to add up more on Mr. Muller's topic. With dataism, data colonialism, it is not the governments who are colonializing other countries. That will be tech companies who are doing it. And the worrying thing is, back then, with colonialization, some bigger countries takes over some smaller countries. But with data colonialism, there could be more than one tech giant colonializing other nations at the same time, even their own country, which means they get more power, they get more powerful than their own government. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And appreciate for all our panelists, great practical case sharing and very nice insights. And we've seen how technology can support a greener future through better infrastructure, smarter policies, and global cooperations. Let's continue to work together across the industry and the countries to build a greener tomorrow. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Xi. And our panelists, I'd like to invite four of you to please come to the center stage for a group picture. Thank you. Thank you so much for a wonderful discussion. Please face the camera in the front. Thank you very much. Our first picture, please face the camera and give us a smile. Slightly forward. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, smile. And our second picture, please give us a thumb up, a Taiwanese style thumb up. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please once again give them a big hand to thank them for this wonderful session. And now we will take a short break, a 10-minute break, and our next session will begin about at 10:40. So may I remind you to be back 2 minutes before we begin. Thank you very much. See you later. Ladies and gentlemen, our next session will begin shortly in about 3 minutes. If you are the speaker for the next upcoming pitching session, I'd like to invite you to please take a seat on your left-hand side. There are a few rows with available seats. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our next session will begin shortly. I'd like to invite you to please return to your seats and silence your mobile devices. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our next session is about to begin. I'd like to once again invite you to please return to your seats. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the summit. And next, we will move on to the final part of today's program, the pitch networking session. And in this session, we're honored to have 24 leading software and ICT companies from across Asia to share their innovation solutions with us. And to begin, I'd like to first invite Mr. Stan Singjit, the chairman of ASOCIO, to deliver his remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Microphone. 好，我们紧接主视觉，谢谢。
Good morning, everybody. And once again, it's good to see all of you back here. I'm so happy to see so many of you. And the last 3 days, we had a wonderful session. And thanks to TISA once again for that great organization. And obviously, we had our event, the summit, the network, rather I should say the welcome reception. And last time we had our gala dinner with the awards. But today we're going to sum it up with a session by all of you to present your solution so that we can all appreciate it. And this is a great opportunity to give each and every one of you to share what you have and what you are made of in terms of what you present and the award that you won for. So on that note, let me not take too much of the time, but once again, I wish you good morning and I want to welcome you and let's the show begin. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Stan Singjit, for the opening remarks. And now we will quickly move on to our pitch networking session. Each presenter will have 3 minutes. And I'd like to first invite the winners of ASOCIO Outstanding Tech Company Award. Please welcome EPL Private Limited. Welcome.
Pakistan is evolving faster than ever. From marketplaces to mobile screens, a digital revolution is taking shape. And at the heart of this transformation stands EPL Private Limited, e-commerce payments logistics. EPL connects people, businesses, and technology. We're more than a company. We're a movement toward a smarter, cashless Pakistan. That vision comes to life through CBA, CBA is Pakistan's largest digital distribution platform, which has served over 150 million customers during last 4 years, and CBA continues to empower retailers and drive the nation's digital transformation, providing one-stop solutions to over 100,000 retailers such as retail payments, cash deposits and withdrawals, bill payments, mobile top-ups, digital ticketing, prepaid vouchers, and 100,000 mobile commerce SKUs. As the most trusted platform for retailers across Pakistan, CBA is rapidly driving growth and financial inclusion. From every corner of every city to the point of every transaction, we are together redefining the digital future of Pakistan.
A very good evening, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ghazanfar Ali Khan, and I'm the founder and CEO of EPL. And with me today, we have Mr. Sajid Aslam, who is our advisor. Can you please jump onto our presentation? Okay, next slide, please. As you people already aware that Pakistan is a home of 254 million population, right? And we have around 4 million retail outlets which are serving this population. And out of these 4 million outlets, we have around 1.1 million outlets which are digitally connected. And we have roughly around 10% of this market share. So these are primarily small outlets which are managed by one or two basically people. But they have very deep basically relationships with their customers. Previous slide, please. Previous slide, please. Okay, so the problem which we are trying to solve is that these retailers have to work with multiple, basically, vendors, with multiple devices, with multiple with multiple payment options. So what we have done is that we basically aggregated multiple digital and physical services under one umbrella, and then give it to the agents. Now, what agents do is that they basically sell all these services through a unified payment solution to their customers, right? So last year, we handled roughly around, in fact, total in 4 years, we have handled more than 150 million customers on this platform, right? And now what we want to do is that we basically want to give the financing option based on the data which we have over the last 4 years to all these retailers, right? Okay, so okay, this is basically our next 3 years roadmap. We just recently added more than 100,000 SKUs to this platform, such as mobile phones, accessories, fashion accessories, and stuff like that. So we want to focus on these in the next 3 years. Then we want to add, that's it?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the introduction. And next, I'd like to invite Exist Software Labs Incorporated to the stage to present. Welcome. So next we have Exist Software Labs. Welcome.
Is this a mic?
Yes.
Hello. There you go. Good morning. My name is Jonas Lim. I'm VP for Technology for Exist Software Labs. We are deeply honored to be recognized by ASOCIO for our digital solutions in the energy sector. More than just the award, what really drives us is our advocacy for inclusion in the digital transformation age. So what that means is that we try to build technology that is available, accessible, and affordable to all, and not just the large enterprises. Okay, there you go. So in the Philippines, our energy, specifically our renewable energy market, has made a lot of big strides already for modernization. But still many participants, especially the smaller energy generator and retail electricity supplier, still has some barriers in terms of participating digitally in the ecosystem. The result is a fragmented ecosystem where only the large enterprise scale organizations are fully efficient in terms of their digital participation. In Exist, we see this as an opportunity for inclusion through digital innovation. To address the, okay, it's not working. There you go. So to address the challenges, we developed 3 key platforms. Number 1 is the eTrade Sync, which automates the bidding and provides real-time visibility for dispatch. The second one is eBill Sync, which streamlined the billing and settlement with full regulatory compliance. Lastly, we built for the energy sector the Philippine Renewable Market System, Energy Market System, which we co-developed with a governance body in the Philippines to enable renewable energy certificate trading. Together, these 3 platforms bring transparency, speed, and efficiency to our renewable energy market. And more importantly, we made them affordable, even free for some of the smaller market participants. Is it done? Oh, that's too fast. Well, just 30 seconds. Just to close, at Exist, we feel that our simple belief is that innovation must be inclusive. Otherwise, we will have very minimal impact. So to realize the full impact of that innovation, it must be inclusive and must involve large enterprises to the large, in the energy sector, it must involve from the largest energy provider to the smaller generator. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction from Exist Software Labs. And next, I'd like to invite H Giga Incorporated for their introduction. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikita Shea, and it's an honor to represent HGiga Company and to receive this award from ASOCIO. This award means a great deal to HGiga Company. And let me introduce our award-winning AI-driven smart parking fee solution designed to overcome the limitation of manual street parking supervision and fee collection. Now let's take a quick look at AutoPark Sense.
我们这边可以协助播放影片吗？谢谢。
Self-service parking fee issuance system. Parkers can scan their parking space and license plate using a mobile app. And the system uses AI to recognize the license plate and process the parking fee. Smart vehicle. Upon detecting a parked vehicle, geomagnetic sensors.
好，我们现在调整一下。We'll play the video again. So a little bit of technical situation, we will fix it and then play the video again. Thank you very much. And we have Giga right now. And while we're fixing this technical issue, I'd like to also remind our guests that at the back of the venue, we have a demo area featuring some of the exhibition booths of the software and information service provider who presented here today. And I'd like to invite you to take a look after our pitching session. And yeah, thank you very much for your patience while we try to solve the technical issue.
Just a moment, thank you. I know that there's a sense of frustration because you come up here and then the slides and you're slow, then you find that the bell has ring. But just a piece of advice, if I can give it to you, use your best 3 minutes of your life. Don't come here and if you want to have 3, 4, 5 slides, don't read the slides or present the slides, but the slides are in front of you. So eye contact on the slides and do your bit. That's how it's done. When you present, you don't need to look at the back of the slides because when you turn, you lose a few seconds. And when you try to read, you lose another few seconds. Your contact should be here. The screen's over here. So look at the screen, make your case, 3 minutes all you got. Use the best 3 minutes of your life. Is that okay? Just an advice I share with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Singjin. And we're back to our presentation. Thank you.
Okay, this is a short video about AutoPark Sense.
HGiga, Inc. provides a collaboration platform designed for teamwork, making workflows more efficient and organized. Self-service parking fee issuance system. Parkers can scan their parking space and license plate using a mobile app. And the system uses AI to recognize the license plate and process the parking fee. Smart vehicle. Upon detecting a parked vehicle, geomagnetic sensors notify the smart vehicle to identify the parking space number and license plate using AI recognition. Effectiveness demo. AI recognition has shown exceptionally high accuracy in actual operations. Smart Dashboard provide managing authority with real-time data to better manage parking resources, improving urban governance and public service responsiveness.
That was a glimpse of AutoPark Sense in action. Currently, many places in Taiwan still rely on manual street parking fee collections, and it causing the low efficiency and high labor costs and human errors. AutoPark Sense provide AI automation and self-service features, improving accuracy and reliability for both citizens and city authorities. Yes. The system integrates AI license plate recognition, a self-service mobile app, a smart petrol vehicles, and a cloud-based dashboard. Yet the system is also co-developed with Datong University and achieve over 98% of accuracy in license plate recognition. Our AI system has implemented in both Taipei City and New Taipei City, and also have a substantial improvement. And the AI-powered system promotes eco-friendly, paperless operation and builds a sustainable model for smart cities. With over 30 years of experience in cybersecurity and digital application in AI, we continue to create innovative, reliable, and user-centered solutions for urban life to create more efficient and convenient lives. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much to HGiga. And next we have MISA Joint Stock Company. I'd like to invite the speaker to prepare. Welcome. Welcome, please join us on the stage. We have MISA Joint Stock Company. Yes, welcome.
Good ladies and gentlemen, I'm Quang, CEO of MISA. I would like to introduce MISA, our company. MISA was established in 1994. After more than 30 years of growth, MISA has one headquarters, product center, contact centers, and some representative offices across Vietnam in a branch in the US. We have a strong team of over 4,000 employees. And we are proud is Vietnam's number one company in accounting software and business management solutions. We are currently serving hundreds of thousands enterprise, government units, and more than 3.5 individual users nationwide. And we are present in 22 countries in the world. About our main products, we have built an all-in-one digital platform ecosystem that covers all core business operations like accounting and finance, sales and marketing, and human resources. We are developing AI-first products, and we embedded AI agents and AI assistants into our platforms to support automations and data-driven analysis and forecasting. Now we are here. We MISA wishes for some collaborations in deploying MISA software international and bringing international software to Vietnam. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, MISA Joint Stock Company. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the 4 winning companies of the ASOCIO Outstanding Tech Company Award. And our next presenter comes from the winning company of Outstanding Digital Transformation Organization. Please join me in welcoming the presenter from PrideSys IT. Welcome. Welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Within 3 minutes, it's very difficult to presentation, so we go for video presentation. Thank you.
PrideSys IT Limited has helped industries transform through innovation, excellence, and trust. Founded in 2013, PrideSys is now a global ICT services company. Our secure, scalable platforms serve more than 100,000 users, handle over 75,000 crore worth of transactions annually, and support 70+ government programs across 10+ countries worldwide. When systems talk to each other, the results are real. We reduced carbon waste, helped remote and hybrid-friendly processes, and empowered small enterprises. By using our AI-powered planning solutions, we cut waste in garments industry, compress planning time by up to 90%, and save factories more than $20,000 a month. We solved Asia's largest export challenges, efficient fabric utilization. This boosted sustainability and competitiveness across the region. For over 8 years, we have collaborated, supported hospital and veterinary systems with Miracle Advanced Technologies. Today, our joint solutions power major Thai universities and hospitals as well. Madagascar Garments operating across United States and United Kingdom, where our enterprise deployment connects 4 premises, 19,000 employees and more 1,400 users. The outcome? Up to 65% efficiency improvement, cost reductions above 20%, and paperless approvals for faster decisions. We power for Dhaka Wasa across 80 sites, connect 7,000 users at Teletalk Bangladesh, and support nationwide analytics for Bangladesh Planning Commission. Over 17 public institutions proudly choose PrideSys IT. We've built 12 years of trust with clients at home and abroad. Imagine what we can accomplish together next. Talk to us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. And our next 5 presenters are from the winning companies of Talent Development Award. So first of all, I'd like to invite ESOF Unit Private Limited to the stage. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. We have seen so many new technologies, innovations to this presentation. So our mandate is to produce the workforce, industry-needed workforce, which is a crucial factor. So ESOP Uni is the largest education provider in Sri Lanka, which has 40 branches island-wide. So we are producing annually more than 40,000 industry-needed workforce, skilled workforce. So that is our mandate. So let me go through. And under the ESOP education group, we have 4 main companies. ESOP Uni is the undergraduate and postgraduate education provider, as well as we have ESOP Metro Campus, that is the vocational education arm, and ESOP Online, and as well as ESOP International, where we have our global representation person. So normally, we have more than 700 staff members, academic staff members, and we founded in 2000. This is our 25th year anniversary. Over the years, we have been partnered with Pearson, as well as foreign universities like UK, the London Metropolitan University, as well as Kingston University. And we are also a Sri Lankan government recognized degree awarding university in Sri Lanka. During the COVID period, so we developed a digital campus concept via online education. So we are the largest online education provider with, I think for the first year itself, we onboarded more than 10,000 students for the online education. And we have been the Pearson premium partner for over the last 7 years. And we have won so many local and global awards. So how we have done is, we have introduced the latest technology, AI-driven technologies, as well as the ELMS and AI-powered chatbot system to support our students. And so because of this, we have been able to reduce the cost and give our programs for a more affordable price to students. And most importantly, so our key success is, so we are going with multi-language concept. We give our programs with multi-language concept to cater the urban and the rural area. So because we want to go to, because we are the largest educators, we are across all the country. So we have 40 branches. There are different language barriers. So therefore, we are giving our programs in different languages. 25 years, so this is our anniversary. So we have been doing our best to produce the industry-needed workforce, which is crucial, and hope we are doing, and we are in a global mission now. So we are expanding our operations to Thailand and other global areas. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction. And next we have Konkan University. Please welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ratchapon Santi Varakon, Dean of Faculty of Engineering, Konkan University, Thailand. I would like to introduce our faculty. The Faculty of Engineering was established in 1964, and we have proudly celebrated 61 years of excellence in engineering education, research, and innovation, guided by our philosophy of being a world-class engineering school for all. Our education mission is to instigate the modern technologies into our educational framework. We ensure that our students develop mastery in key areas such as AI, data science, IoT, robotics, smart city system, electric vertical, circular energy, and medical innovation. This education is achieved by embedding these technologies into both theoretical learning and hands-on practical experience, empowering our graduates to become a future-ready engineer who can drive innovation and sustainability in a rapid changing world. We have invested especially in infrastructure, established leading center of excellence. For example, Center of Robotics Center, Data Science and Engineering Center, IoT Application, and Smart Transport Center. Our programs are designed to integrate between the classroom learning and real-world application to internship, cooperative education program, and industry field trip. We have innovation and technology transfer with the portfolio of 235 intellectual property and patents. To ensure inclusive digital transformation, we have established the AF Academy, offering 25 digital skill development courses that have already benefited over 1,600 participants each year, empowering our students with the competency needed for the digital area. And we have 143 MOU with domestic and international partners. Our faculty has produced more than 22,000 graduates, and we are proud of our role as a leading engineering school in developing high-quality human resources in engineering that meet the international standard and contribute to sustainable global progress. And we are active looking forward to seeking the strategic partners for future cooperation and in research and investment. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction. And next, I'd like to invite Microsourcing Philippines to the stage. Welcome.
Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone, to ASOCIO, to TISA, IT partners, universities, and government offices. Good morning and ni hao. I am Dale. I am the head of Talent Solutions and the Skill Development Academy of Microsourcing. So our team is responsible for bridging skill gaps in the talent market and transform them into highly specialized and globally performing teams. So for those who don't know yet, Microsourcing, we are a total of over 10,000 employees across 13 global offices. We have been supporting over 1,000 clients, bringing in 20 years of managed offshore provider and services and solutions. Microsourcing, we find, we build, and we operate your global client teams in fueling your business goals. Majority of Microsourcing's clients operate in artificial intelligence and digitalization space across multiple locations, primarily in Northern America, Australia, Central Southeast Asia, and even Middle East, all with the vision of enabling our clients to have access to AI-ready talent and highly specialized talent across cybersecurity, data engineering, data science, software and AI development, strategy and product management, and UX UI implementation and support. Currently, the skill development program of microsourcing aims to solve 3 major talent problems. Currently, our technology is actually moving too fast. That's the first. Second is talent is unable to keep up. And the third is all of the layoffs that we've been hearing in major reports nowadays is not essentially the product of AI replacing jobs, but really the talent or the roles of yesterday are becoming obsolete. How do we now transform the roles of today to make sure that they are able to be more relevant in the current AI world? In microsourcing, in order to address the 3 talent problems, we have launched 2 major projects, the Project Hired for skilled workers and the Prime program for our students. So we partner with global training providers, global certifying agencies, universities, building advanced immersion programs so that the people that we enroll in these programs are not just knowledgeable, but they are also able to keep up with growing demands of their own clients. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction from microsourcing. And next, I'd like to invite Rise Up Labs for their introduction. Welcome.
Hi everyone, good morning. I am Ershadul Haq, founder and CEO Rise Up Labs from Bangladesh. So I am not here to actually to represent a company, not only to represent a company, but also to represent a vision that innovations from South Asia can handle the challenges globally. Rise Up Labs is a global technology solution provider company helping organizations to transform with digital and AI-powered solutions. So we founded in 2009. Headquarters is in Bangladesh, and we have more than 300 people working in the company, and we have a small team in Philippines and also in Pakistan, and we have clients in 25 plus countries, and including Fortune 500, UN NGO, and enterprises. So our core services are product engineering, AI, customer experience, and staff augmentation. So 1 year back, we took a bold step to build an AI-first culture company. So everything we do, repeatedly, we build agents. And now, most of our tasks are being done by all the agents we done. And it's not only for us, it's also for our clients. So we changed our company from people doing tasks to people managing intelligent agents doing the tasks. So not people are doing all the tasks, AI agents are doing most of the tasks, and people are managing those agents. And to scale that AI-first culture idea, we also run internal AI challenges inside the company. So we do 2 events. So one is AI Code Jam, and another is Automation Jam. So the coders, they go for AI Code Jam, and the non-coders in the company, they go for Automation Jam. So because we believe innovation should come from every corner of the company. So this is the result we got. So now we can deliver 3x faster. Our cost is 30 to 50% cost effective, and 70% of the work we do are AI automated now, and we increase the revenue. And we are also building 2 AI products right now in the company. One is RightRush and one is Complify. Complify is mostly for customer experience industry. We are looking for regional partnership and also looking for enterprise collaboration from Asia. Thank you. That's all. So let's build the collaboration and let's innovate. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much to Rise Up Labs for their introduction. And next, please welcome World Press Nepal community for their introduction. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And yeah, say hello to our group. So this is, thank you. So this is WP Nepal, the WordPress community in Nepal. We are a tech community, an open source community that believes in collaboration, that believes in togetherness. And I am here to represent the group. And I don't hold a position as such, but yeah, I am a very active community member, and I tend to do that and represent the community. So I'll tell you a little bit about our community. So we believe in the spirit of open source, where software and the community thrive together through shared growth. So we like to grow together, we like to take things together and make sure that not only us as an individual, but the whole community develops. Okay. WordPress is diving deep in AI now, and to empower your creativity, build, design, and share your vision with ease. So WordPress is a CMS that lets you build websites, get your online presence, get your digital identity quick and easier. And with AI, it's trying to help get more people online, get more, make sure that more people are selling their things and putting their words in front. However, what are we doing as a community? So we're not pitching here for our product, we're not pitching here for our services, but we're pitching for our community. So let's first take a look at the stats of WordPress. So WordPress right now powers 43% of the world websites. So almost 1 in every 2 websites is powered by WordPress. That's a huge market over there. And 33% of the e-commerce sites are powered by WordPress as well, and it has had twice the growth in the last 10 years. So that's a huge market that is looking for new individuals, that is looking for new talents, that's looking for new people to get in, and there's a lot of work over there. In the past 10, 11 years, we've had 11,000 plus people in our community. We've had 20 plus WordCamps in 7 different cities. We have communities in 7 different cities. So that means we're getting people, we're educating people, we're building the community in 7 different cities of Nepal. And we've had events like these, and yeah, over 20 plus of them. And with that, what has that done? What has the WordCamps done? What has the community events done? Is we've had 50 plus companies formed in Nepal in the WordPress ecosystem. We've created 2,500 plus jobs, and we've had 50 plus colleges in collaboration. So we've been able to create jobs. We've been able to make sure that students become entrepreneurs. They create jobs back in the country and then grow the community together, grow the tech system over there. All right. So yeah, that's basically about our community. But what am I here to pitch about? So what I am pitching here is that if you are looking to hire great talents in web, Nepal might be the next place for you. It's very cost effective, and it's also one of the best places for talents. The WordPress community in Nepal would love to help you hire new people, get started with your online presence and everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you, WordPress, for the presentation. And next, I'd like to invite a winner of Health Tech Award, which is iMedTech Company Limited, for their presentation. Welcome.
Okay, good morning, everyone. And I am very happy and I'm glad to be here to share what we have done to this human health welfare on this plan. And I may take our company on behalf of Taiwan's ICT innovation and the medical excellence. And we are the AIoT smart solution provider. And I am Brian Chen, and I am responsible for the Australia and the Middle East territory. And I am the business development manager. Okay, so what is the challenge of our APAC region for the healthcare? Is that the manual vital sign checks and the limited staff capacity and the geographical barrier, as well as the aging population and the chronic disease increase. So our solution is that we have the portable telemedicine consultation suitcase, and as well as the integrated measurement, self-measurement, the vital sign kiosk, and within 2 minutes, compared to the traditional one, 3 to 5 minutes. And of course, the real-time data synchronized and AI analytic platform. So we provide a seamless 360-degree care ecosystem connecting patient, caregiver, and physician. And currently, our impact to the global development is that we deploy the 18 units above to the Taiwan and Southeast Asia, and we have the approximately 2.6 million measurement, and we provide the healthcare efficiency increase. So we promoting the health equity, and our technology is not the concept. Yeah, it's just the impact, the truly impact. So the future vision is that our company is still expanding the partnership with hospital and the government through the APAC region. And currently, I'm responsible for the integrating AI-driven analytic for the predict disease prevention. And of course, the most important one is that to strengthen the Taiwanese leadership in AIoT-driven healthcare innovation. So that's all my presentation. Taiwan #1. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction from iMake Tech. And next, I'd like to invite 4 winning companies of Cybersecurity Award. Our first company is SciCraft Technology. Please welcome the presenter. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. This is the most important slide that my boss asked me to remain longer because this is his contact information. Okay. So SciCraft will empower the cyber defender to scale. Why we say so is because we established in 2017, and ever since then we developed our own AI-powered solutions, cybersecurity solutions to our clients. And hooray, next year we are going to IPO in Taiwan. Yay. So these are our 3 top clientele, naming from government, financial, and defense. So like drone and unmanned ship. So we can provide our AI solutions to them to let them reach up to the regulation, reliability, and resilience. So we know that AI back you up, but also it will backfire you. This is the fact that all LLM remain vulnerable to prompt attack. So this is the result that you can see, like Qianwen, GPT, Llama, that they are vulnerable. You don't believe it? Please try it by yourself. Please go to this link, then try your prompt injection to see how vulnerable they are. So we see that vulnerable. So we know that the model that you need to protect, and also we can test how, to what extent that the model can be in compliance with to some requirement or international standards, like a WASP, NIST, this kind. Last but not the least is the AI resilience. So we know that AI cannot just only protect internally, but also externally. So our testing model can test this requirements, so like instruction violation, offensive, harmful output, as well as the hallucination. And our guardrail may restrain your AI to only speak what they should speak. So no more AI will solve your mathematic problem, or no more AI will sing the song for you. They only focus on what they should be taught to do. And this not only can be, you also can provide your own customized policy to, on this guardrail. Okay, so this is the important part, is that we know that model is the very the robust thing that you need to protect. So we do provide our ZGO, and from internal builders to the IT laptop server to the external, your supply chain, every members of your, within your supply chain, we also provide this solution to you. And we've been mentioned by Ghana that we provide a unified exposure management. And this is our look and feel. Another is we provide preemptive exposure management. Okay, so this is the conclusion. So preemptive, that we are no longer just react, but we proactively to provide our solution to you, and with a unified platform, autonomously provided to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much to SciCraft for their introduction. And next, please welcome Internet Service Providers Association of Nepal for their presentation. Welcome. Would we have the next one? We're actually, okay, we actually invite
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for providing us this golden opportunity. Montgomery Memorial College, it is not an IT company. It is the college, a non-profit community-based institution in Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal, established in 2001. We are delivering quality undergraduate and postgraduate education at accessible fees. We offer IT, management, social science, and humanities. We are accredited by University Grant Commission as a QAA, Quality Accreditation Excellent Certified College affiliated with Tribhuvan University, the first and the largest university of Nepal. We prioritize transformation and partnership, digital transformation milestones, tech-enabled learning, online academic services, experimental learning, community-based educational radio, and digital support. In future, we are planning to integrate artificial intelligence for more of the transformation and make a college AI-based IT hub. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction. And next, we'd like to welcome Mark Annie for their presentation. Welcome.
Okay, this is Cyber Mark. In the Mark Annie, we have two CEO, two Choi. Yeah, I'm older Choi. Young Choi, he prepared this one, but he cannot come to here because he has another business meeting in the United States. Okay, I cannot handle 11 pages. I don't know why he prepared 11 pages. Okay, I will move very fast. Okay, the simply is like that. In Korea, we have developed 26 years ago, long time, maybe unknown DRM or some RMS, something like that. So prevent leakage of confidential information, so we are using encryption and access controlling. But recently we found so many people, they're using your mobile phone, mobile phone or some spy camera. It's very simple one. So we tried to trace yeah, who took this, yeah, some drawing chart or something like that. Okay, yeah, no, this is a lot of bullshit. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it's like that. I will give you some cases. Oh, it doesn't move. Okay. Anyway, this case, Hyundai Steel, recently they found some 2021, they found some papers that they already take some snapshot and it leaked out. So it was founded, I think maybe before. It cannot move out. Okay. And Celtrion is a pretty big company. It's growing so fast. It's already several $billion sales volume. But the Celtrion is like that. They caught employees leaking information in this year, in May 1st, something like that. And also Hyundai, the problem is like that. In the Hyundai, maybe you know, Hyundai is a pretty big company, Hyundai Mobile. But the inside here, every company, they have their own messenger system. But in the messenger, very secret or private information is circulate. But those guys, yeah, they took photo and send that to the outside SNS. That, yeah, make a really big trouble to the Hyundai Mobile. Yeah, so that's why they got this one. Around 14 cases already captured. Okay, so it's in Korea right now. It's a number of download. Oh, okay. I will explain a little bit about the technology. Technology is like you can hide some white watermarking. It's invisible. You cannot see the watermark, but you can hide this one inside of your or screen. So it's when you leak out, then automatically we can check out. This comes from. Oh, sorry. sorry. If you have any question, maybe you can find me very shortly. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction from Mark-Annie. And next, I'd like to invite Essence Guys Private Limited for their presentation. Welcome.
So we will just stay on this slide, okay? Hello, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
It's wonderful to be here. First of all, my gratitudes to Chairman Brian and Chairman Stan for pulling up this wonderful show. It was really amazing, and I bow to you guys for setting the benchmark for us. So my name is Ali Zulfikar, and I'm the COO of Essence Guys Private Limited. We are the cybersecurity company based in Pakistan, and we are in the industry for like last more than 15 years now. Basically, I am gonna split my precious 3 minutes into 3 parts. Number one, what organizations are facing challenges in terms of cybersecurity. Number two, as a cybersecurity expert, what are the best practices and the solutions one must follow? And number three, why I'm here for. So as you know that in the digitally connected world, the attackers are getting faster and faster. But let me tell you one thing, that this is just the tip of the iceberg. What lies underneath is even more scary. And what's in there is that the attackers are not getting just faster, they're getting smarter. So what we face while we are engaging with enterprises, that they're more concerned on the tip of the iceberg. Every day, you know, the signatures are updating, the attacks are getting faster. But what the point which they're missing is that their defense system is not getting smarter. So the defense system has to be smarter. We have been to so many exhibitions and events, but to be honest, this event was really amazing and different from others. Just because of 2%, you all must agree with that. Chairman Brian and Chairman Stan, what a wonderful presentation and control they had on overall the exhibition. They exhibited excellent manageability, they had the complete visibility. So this is what a defense system should need. It should have complete control and the visibility of your enterprise network. So we are into the industry from we have so many certifications and we are based in so many regions now. At Essence Skies, what we do is that we, help organization to fight back with equally intelligent defenses aided with AI and automation. So nowadays, the security teams in organization, what problems do they face? They are literally in, all the time they're in hot water. Why? Every day they're buying different security products. Okay, so my main objective why I was here is to, present you that if anyone wants to have a cybersecurity solution, a good defense system, they can contact us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much to Essence Guys for their presentation. And next, please welcome our winner of the ESG Award. Please welcome Empower Information Company Limited. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Roger from Empower and Information in Taiwan, and I'm honored to share our ESG solution with you today. Empower is guided by the mission of creating long-term and reliable competitiveness for crime, and the advance is called S strategy. The three letters S stand for AI agent, cybersecurity, and ESG. Many enterprises and organizations are facing challenge in carbon management, with requirements mainly driven by regulatory authority, supply chain partners, and export chain demands. Carbon Keeper, abbreviated as CBK, is a carbon management platform independently developed by Empower. It includes carbon inventory, carbon footprint calculation, and carbon reduction simulation features. The system helps enterprises quickly and easily collect and calculate carbon emission data, and generate compliance-ready inventory reports. Currently, more than 100 companies across over 25 industries, including finance, healthcare, electronic, and consumer goods, and are using our CBK solution. A unique feature of CBK is that the data collection forms for carbon inventory can be customized by the enterprise, making them perfectly aligned with the company's existing practice and the data structure. In addition, CBK supports multiple data input methods, including manual entry, AI-based recognition, automatic data extraction, and API integration with internal systems such as ERP or HR system. Beyond generating carbon inventory reports, CBK also provides comprehensive dashboard with dozens of built-in graphical analysis, while allowing users to define their own analytical perspective. CBK offers 10 key features, including robust data security and the other features. Here are my presentation. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the presentation. And next up, we have two winners of the Startup Award. Please welcome Fuelback Asia Private Limited for their presentation. Welcome.
for decades, this loyalty card has been the face of the customer loyalty, but not anymore. At Fuelback, we are intend to change that. This is the reality for $1 million industry. For fuel station operators, their customers are a ghost. They come, they buy fuel, then they leave. But there is even greater problem. They need capital to buy inventory. They need inventory to attract more new customers. How can I go back? Right. With Fuelback, customer arrive at the filling station. Before customer arrive, 2 meters before, we know customer is arriving, and at the filling station, with a simple gesture, they make the payment, and payment is seamless, then loyalty is captured, then we upsell the customer to the shop to sell more stuff. With Fuelback, we make physical fuel asset to a digital asset. So with fuel pre-purchase, the operators can purchase more fuel, and it's not, it drives independence for their finance. And Fuelback is tested in Sri Lanka, and we are currently alive in Uzbekistan, rolling out over 600 filling stations. And what is the future we intend to build? Uber, the largest taxi company in the world, own no vehicle, and Airbnb, own no real estate. We are building the largest fuel retail operation without owning a single fuel station. Thank you. Fuelback.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction from Fuelback. And next we have Ravis Technology Company Limited. Please welcome the speaker. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Malipan Pasupong. I'm a pharma AI startup from Thailand. So with Ravis Technology, we tackle the drug development and medical development problems throughout the process of animal testing, which is in the preclinical study, cell studies, and also clinical trial in human. Throughout this process, it can cost up to most of the pharmaceutical company up to $2 billion per a single active ingredient of one drug. And also, it can take up to 10 years. Not only the drug development and medical device development process, but also in the manufacturing, even before going to the market. Why is it so take up this much money and also this much of the time? Because this industry requires a lot of standards and also process. You can see all the standards here, not only from the animal and preclinical testing, but also in the manufacturing as well. Before it's going to this market, these are all the standards that the pharmaceutical company need to comply, and especially for the biologics or the cell therapy in oncology and cancer diseases. It's below here that it need more compliances. With these all standards and compliances, it can take up many high qualifications of the professionals and with a lot of process control. With the high qualification of professionals and high process demands, it requires also cost, a lot of cost. What we are building, That's why we built a platform to integrate the system throughout the laboratory process, which is the QC process in manufacture, and also the process of cellular testing in cell culturing model as well. We capture the data from the cell testing, animal testing, and throughout the clinical trial in human, and also the manufacture process. The system starts from the LMS, which is the Laboratory Information Management System, and throughout the clinical trial management system, which is the system to manage the clinical testing in human. And for the manufacturing, we have the electronic batching records, which is the EBRS. With this singular platform, providing to the test facilities, which are animal test facilities, and also laboratory test facilities, and also the manufacturer for the drug production. With this system, it not only just digitalize and collect the data, but it's also comply and convert the data with the AI for the standard format of the US FDA. So it helped all through the process, not just digitalized, but also help with the conversion and automation as well. We just started up 3 years, and right now we have accomplished of the 10 organizations already, and over $3 million revenue. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you very much to Revis Technology for their introduction. And next we have 3 winners of the AI Service Provider Award. Please welcome FPT Corporation for their introduction. Welcome.
Thank you very much. My name is Khoa. I'm from FPT Smart Cloud. I'm EVP. I'm from Vietnam. So thank you very much for giving me a chance to be here. Last night, I just very honored to receive the award from ASOCIO for the AI service providers. Thank you very much for ASOCIO and community for recognition us to bring the AI to the enterprise and government sectors. I'm gonna go straight into this one. So in the FPT, we provide the whole AI platform. We will provide the AI stack, include the infrastructure and the service for allow the customer to build the tool, to build the AI for their own strategy. Furthermore, we also provide the AI platform for the, with integrate all the tools inside this one, allow the customer to build their AI services very fast. With the FPT AI agents, we provide the AI model hub. We provide the service layer model fine-tune and model retraining. Furthermore, we provide the AI inference layer model and service with integrate with the LLM as well. Furthermore, we also provide the software and service layer AI agent that help the customer to provide the software and service like self-service subscription and automation. And recently, we cooperate with the NVIDIA. We provide the 2 AI factory, 1 AI factory in Vietnam and 1 AI factory in Japan. So we provide the AI infrastructures that allow the customer to build their own services. And furthermore, we also provide the AI platform with integration all the tools that help all the developer to build the AI services more easier and faster, more efficiencies. And furthermore, we also provide the AI agent as well. So with the AI agent, so the customers, enterprise customers can plug and play and self-service and automation in this ones. And this is recap, like because we are the cloud and AI service providers. So currently we provide the 4 data center in 2 regions with multiple zones. We provide more than 100 AI service products and cloud services with more than 1,000 AI professionals in the human. We provide more than 2 million AI users with the 200 million interaction per month. And recently we achieved all the precious certifications This is some our customer for the international customer and as well as domestic clients. So if you need anything, so contact us. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction. And next, please welcome Nervasoft Private Limited for their introduction. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, everyone. We are AI service provider. Thank you, ASOCIO, for recognizing us with this award. So we are based out of Singapore. We have presence strongly in Myanmar and Thailand as well. So we are enterprise cloud and enterprise AI company. So what we do, we provide this 5 advantages to businesses to use business AI. The first, growth and resilience. Second, productivity for the workforce, productivity and performance for the workforce, and customer service touch points. And then the meaningful insights and analytics. But last but not the least, the themes of this event today, this ASOCIO event summit, ethical and responsible AI. So this is what we have done. We integrate our AI side-by-side implementations with ERP, core banking, and all the enterprise solutions. So we have AI assistants, co-pilots, agentic AI, and embedded AI. So these are the features we have. Conversational, informational, navigational, and business contextual. We are not open AI. We work with business data. We know the data in the enterprise systems. It's agentic and transactionals. We provide actionable analytics, industrial robotics, RPAs, process automations, embedded AI, and custom AI. Sorry, I was in a rush. Oh, yeah. So this is what we have done. So we work with all the large language models, and we open to any new large language models. We call this AI Hub. And we have integration and extensibility technologies, which allow. And this is what we do. We are open source, we are open framework, and we are open architecture. We do work with all the models, and our foundation is on the ethical AI, responsible AI. We make sure our AI is relevant to your business. We are not general AI. We are business-centric enterprise and business AI. So we hereby always comply with UNESCO 10 commitments on the responsible and ethical AI. So our main engine is on agentic AI. So we work with multiple AI A2A protocols and all the latest technology. And again, I want to emphasize that it is important that we stick to open source. So we choose LangChain, LangFlow, and LangGraph, and we make sure that the framework, architecture, and the source codes are always open. That's how we protect our framework. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. And next, please welcome Taiwan AI Cloud Corporation for their presentation. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy from Taiwan AI Cloud. Before we beginning, let's take a quick look at a short video. Sorry. Thank you.
Taiwan AI Cloud, accelerating sovereign AI through AI Foundry Service. Taiwan AI Cloud, a PPP that combines government policy support with ASUS Group resources. In 2018, Taiwan AI Cloud contributed to the development of Taiwania 2, Taiwan's first AI supercomputer. It ranked 20th in the global top 500 and 10th in the Green 500, setting a milestone in energy-efficient computing. Just like the concept of an IC foundry, Taiwan AI Cloud provides services through its AI Foundry, known as AFS. The AFS business model is a rare, end-to-end sovereign AI solution that stands out globally. Backed by over 7 years of AI HPC expertise, Taiwan AI Cloud has deployed 180 plus flops of compute capacity, enabling more than 500 real-world AI applications across industries. Taiwan AI Cloud's AFS spans every critical function, from infrastructure deployment and model training to compute resell, empowering governments and enterprises with truly sovereign AI solutions. Through the AIHBC Accelerator, Taiwan AI Cloud drives collaborative innovation and strengthens the AI ecosystem.
Yes, and at Taiwan AI Cloud, we are partnered to lead Taiwan's AI transformation from building Asia's first commercial AI supercomputer to powering more than 500 real-world AI applications. With over 7 years of experience in AI infrastructure, we have built more than 180 petaflop compute capacity and support over 100 AI startups, help turn Taiwan's digital version into real and scalable results. This is our AI Foundry service. It's at a core of what we do, an end-to-end platform that help governments and enterprise build, train, and deploy AI systems faster and more security. And this technology already power key national projects like smart health and smart city. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction. And finally, we invite the winner of the Global Business Service Award. Please welcome We Advance Technology Corporation for their presentation. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kaylee. This is my honor to present my company, We Advance. We Advance, we are a subsidiary of Wistron Group, one of the Fortune 500 company. And we deliver our AI service through the cloud and the data infrastructure. And yes, we are specified and we are expertise to build and to optimize enterprise data infrastructure. And we successfully deliver more than 500 successful cases in Taiwan. And this is our new product. We call it WeKMS. Actually, this is a KMS with the AI agent. So our product, our product could be deployed on premises or public cloud or hybrid cloud infrastructure. And this product could be connected to any kind of LLM. No matter it's ChatGPT or Gemini or even the Llama 3, even your own private LLM. And this product has been adopted in manufacturing, healthcare, retail, finance, this in vertical applications. This is our nomination highlight. So the FIRE Proto is the International Electrical Healthcare Record Exchange Protocol. It's a very long name. Okay, in hospital there are many kind of data, and if we want to use the AI application to help, and we have to deal with this data. We believe the AI intelligence comes from data. So how we do this? We put the whole data in our KMS, and the KMS could deal with the structured and non-structured data. So use the KMS and with the LLM technology, and could search or use the data very quickly. And not only in the hospital scenario, this KMS AI-driven technology management system has been also adopted in many Taiwanese companies. And here, this is my major purpose to present my company here. because we are equal and very keen to expand our overseas market. And we are so open to work with our international partnership. So if you have this demand or you have this application scenario, please come to contact me and we advance. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the presentation. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you to all teams for their wonderful presentation. And we will now move on to a networking session. Please feel free to stand up. And okay, before we move on to the networking, I'd like to once again invite Mr. Jingsit to say a few words. Welcome.
Okay, that's lots of presentation, and some were wonderful, some were a little bit, some were not in depth to understand what was going on, but you did try your best in the 3 minutes. Can I share a story with you? Can I share a story with you? Can? Good. That's my personal story. About 25 years ago, I used to work for a Japanese company, and we were fighting against IBM. And we had to bid for one of the largest projects. And so we were given 1.5 hours presentation. I won't mention companies, I won't mention product, but I'll just tell you what it is. So working in a Japanese company, we were practicing 1 week before the presentation because the owners were coming from Canada with McKinsey, and they told us that you only got 1 hour max. Half an hour was just Q&A, and then that's it, no more. So every day we practiced for about a week. The slides, how many slides, who say what, and everything else. So everything was super. So when we sat in the room, there were 5 of us. And the owner walks in with McKinsey and he says, right, I only got 15 minutes, tell me what you got. So now you are caught in a dilemma because you prepare your slides for 1.5 hours and suddenly the owner tells you you don't have 1.5 hours. You only got 15 minutes. And so we were struggling because we look at each other and say, well, I had my CEO there, and I was a business development manager then, and so I just stood up, and I called the owner forward, and I said, "Sir, would you come forward?" He said, "Why?" I said, "I need you," because I knew this was either we do or die. Why? Because the competition was with IBM, and IBM was almost winning the deal, and so I had to do something dramatic, and I did. I won't go into the details of what I did. So in the 15 minutes, I spent the best time of my life in 15 minutes. And here's what I did. Not in action, but in thought. And I said to him, I shared my thought in number 1, what was their business pain point? Sum it up in very fast business. This was the industry. I didn't say it's theirs. I said it was an industry business pain point. We were trying to address that. Number 2, the product that we're going to support you for has to be as easy as ABC because you want your people to be able to use it as fast as you can because labor was changing left, right. People just come and go in organizations. So point number 2 was easy to use and easy for customers to come in and do the transaction and then done deal. 3, then we were trying to address their current situation that they were facing in the organization in terms of how we're going to convert everything else. And of course the cost. So that was summed up in 15 minutes. In fact, I even asked the owner to do the demo with me. And because he came up and he tried it and he said it was so simple to use, he asked McKinsey, any questions that you have for us? And none. And that's how we closed the deal against IBM. So I spent the best 15 minutes of my life. I'm not teaching you what to do. I'm just sharing my experience with you. So when you come up here, and that's exactly what I was telling you earlier, that you only got 3 minutes of your life. In the 3 minutes of your life, you don't have to tell anybody how many awards you win, how big the company is, how many branches you have. not necessary. Go straight to the point and say, I have a product that addresses these issues. This is what it does, and I'm looking for partnership. You let people know your intent. Because if you don't tell your intent, in fact, when I was talking with Chairman Brian, we were even struggling to understand what they're trying to do, some of you, the intent of what you're trying to achieve here today. So what was your goal? What's the impact that you were trying to get? So if you can reach that impact that you want, then your 3 minutes is aligned with that impact. You got yourself a favor. So I'm interested in some of the products I saw, but at the same time, I wasn't sure exactly whether I fully understand or comprehend. And that's exactly what I say, never go back to the screen. Unless there's a point that you want to show you and have a pointer, you don't have, you go to the screen. But always face, eye contact is important. So when you look at the screen like this, you know, I hold the mic, you notice I always hold the mic here. Even when I sing a song, I hold the mic here. I put the mic on my chin. I never do this. Then my voice says, you cannot hear. And some of you get so excited, you just do this and you lose momentum. Place your mic on your chin. That's the best place to put the mic. Because your voice will come clear, it's go directly to you, and you will not have a problem. That's some of the stage ethics that you need to follow so that you can deliver a good presentation. This is not, it's not a wrong, right answer. Here, I'm just sharing experience with you because it's so important that you have won the awards. You got some of the products are, in fact, most of the products are fabulous, really, really good products. And in order to tackle the market, then you need to find that strategy, how to do it. I hope I'm sharing something that's valuable to you. Is that okay? Okay. So, on that note, we're going to, okay, I'm going to close this event as the chairman of ASOCIO. Is David here? David, is David here? David is not here too? Then the responsibility is on me to close the event. And I should do it. Okay, so allow me to now take the lead, and on behalf of Chairman Brian and who actually has to go away because I think he's got a very important appointment outside. And so I'm staying back to the end to tell you that how appreciated I am on behalf of the board of ASOCIO and the council of ASOCIO and certainly the host, which is TISA. Would you give TISA one other big round of applause to TISA, please, because they've done a wonderful job. And also thank the people that work hard behind, because these are the folks that actually make things happen. Because if they don't like you, they just press a switch and you look at your screen, you lose your time. So please give them a big round of applause because they're working so hard behind the scenes. And thank you so much. And also those that are manning, guiding, and watching the door. I mean, these are the folks that do not really get recognition, but we should recognize them and say, thank you so much for being there for all of us. But more importantly, thank you for staying back to the last day today. And obviously, I know that some of you were worried about the typhoon, but I was told that the typhoon saw that you were so kind to be here, the typhoon decided to turn away somewhere. Is that correct? See, the typhoon also is very understanding. It decided to move somewhere and did not want to disturb you guys. I'm happy to because I'm going back home tomorrow, so I want to make sure that I can go back home safely. But no, on a serious note, please take this momentum. This is not the end of it. This is just a journey that you want to start to come to ASOCIO. And obviously next year the ASOCIO event will be in Pakistan, so make that journey and work with partners, work with those that you have connection with, collaborate with them, build partnership, and then build your inroads into the business world, in the digital economy. So once again, on behalf of ASOCIO, as the chairman of ASOCIO, I want to put my hand on my heart and say, thanks again, thank you so much for being here and being part of this journey, and we share the joy with you. On that note, thanks again, and I take a bow.
Thank you, Chairman Xingjun, for the remarks. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, the 2025 ASOCIO Digital Summit has now come to an end, but we encourage you to continue to stay and connect with each other. Walk around, make sure to take a look at the demo area in the back of the venue. And also, we've prepared a snack box available outside the venue at the reception desk. And if you are a guest taking the shuttle bus, you may also check the timetable at the reception desk. For guests from Taiwan， 我们来自台湾的来宾，如果您有停车的话，欢迎至我们的场外报到处询问这个停车券的部分。And once again, I'd like to thank all of you to join us here today, and we look forward to seeing you next year at ASOCIO Digital Summit. Thank you.